welcome everyone to the Magical Witchy World TV. I am Star Ravenhawk.
And I am Rhonda Allen. Welcome back, everyone. On with the
Yeah,
show.
absolutely.
And welcome, Emmett Hughes of the Emmett
Thank you.
Hughes Band.
Yes, absolutely.
And thank you for
And tonight,
persisting. Let me get
yeah,
You're
absolutely.
welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, we had a bit of a tech issue before, and so we're running a little bit late on behind time tonight, but we'll make up for it, okay? So tonight we're doing a
that's right.
post Witchfest spotlighting on the Emmett Hughes Band because they were at Witchsfest this year. All right. So, Rhonda, actually, I'm the one that begins with the first question. So, Emmett, it is such a pleasure having you with us. And this was you guys' first year with us.
Hmm.
And how we wanted to ask you, how did you hear about Witches Fest?
I got it from an online festival website,
Oh,
and so
wow.
I applied, and
Yeah.
you accepted me.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Thank you.
That is fabulous. See, that's the kind of information we
Yeah.
love to
Thank
hear
you.
because that tells us
Yeah.
other places are
We're
talking
getting
about
out
Witches
there.
Fest. Yes,
Right.
which is a good thing. I mean, it's year
Yeah. Yeah.
13, and alas, I, who live right across the river in New Jersey, I shouldn't say right across. I'm closer to Pennsylvania than to New York, but I had a health issue, so I wasn't there. I missed the day. I missed the
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
festival,
And
which I was
I
very
was there.
upset with.
And I was there, but I was also ill on that day and was just barely holding on the whole day in pain like crazy. I had a flare up.
That's
So
so.
I was
This is tough.
literally just trying to manage my
Yes.
pain all day. It was not the best. It was not the best. Things happened, such is life.
But we But I've heard great things, and I'm really excited to hear. I have tons of questions, but I have to go through our questions outlined here. So
Sure.
first, tell us a bit about the type of music that you perform. What is the type of music that you like to that you presented and performed there at Witches Fest? But what is the type of music that you perform overall? What style? What how would you call
Uh,
it?
I would say it's indie rock, but influenced by things like reggae, funk, blues. So
Beautiful.
it's a little mix of all those things. And some of my recorded music is even actually classical music. So I have some
Fabulous.
orchestral music that I've done as well.
Oh, I
Nice.
love that.
Nice.
I love
Yeah.
that. That is
Oh, that's awesome.
awesome.
So, do you think that your spiritual path affects your music or in some way kind of imbues itself within your music?
It absolutely does. Um, all the music that I'm doing now is original music,
Oh,
and I think the reason why um, a lot of people respond positively to it is that it's because it is very personal and very spiritual, and I don't really write fluff songs about let's go out and party and dance. They're really very emotional songs, so I think people really resonate with that.
That's
awesome. That's
interesting.
that's really nice.
So I mean, um, I'd like to get to know a little bit more about the band as well. How many members in the band and how you've grown over the years. But I'm curious to know how long have you been writing music and again a little bit about the history of the band. When did you start? When did you start writing? And who are the other members of the band, of the Emmett Hughes band?
Sure. Well, unfortunately, most of the members of the band could not make it that day. They
Ah,
had other commitments, so I sort of had the only steady person was my nephew who plays bass.
oh,
He was on the gig,
fabulous.
but I hired a sax player for the day, who I'd never played with before. Um, and a friend of mine who's a guitarist, a great guitarist. The sax player is Mark Lopinti. Uh,
Uh-huh.
the guitarist is Ethan Meixel, um, really fantastic guitarist. And the drummer was Paul. Let me get this right. Sanjanito, I
San
think
Janito.
I
Mhm. Mhm.
believe that's correct. And Jane Gilmore was singing backup vocals. So basically, the whole band was a new band that I put together for the Witch Fest.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So we had,
And give credit to your nephew. So if you want, you can say his name or not, depending on
yeah,
if you want to protect
absolutely.
him.
Ethan James Koenig.
Okay,
Is,
there we
That
go.
is fabulous.
yeah, it's a
Excellent.
real
No,
thrill to be playing music with him.
I
Awesome.
was gonna
Awesome.
say, that whole it's you've got the family piece got
Right.
happening there. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
um,
we've been this current iteration of my band is probably like 2.5 years old, something like that. I had an original band back in the early '90s called
Mhm.
Voices, um, but this is all my material, and most of it is brand new material that I'm writing.
Oh,
awesome.
wow.
Okay. So if you want, you can tell us about any new releases that you have, or any new ones that you've put out, or even at Witches Fest that you put out.
Sure. Um, at Witches Fest, I played about 5 brand new songs that haven't been released yet. But the
Wow.
latest release I have is called The Third Degree, and I named it that because it really was about questioning myself and how
Hmm.
to get myself to a better place in life, uh, both in my relationships and spiritually. How can I grow and become better?
That's fabulous. So
That's
so
great. Yeah.
that is that a full length LP or is that an
Yeah,
EP or
it's an LP. It's a full album.
nice.
Yeah, I think it's
Wow.
13 songs.
Oh wow, that's great.
Amazing. That's
And then
awesome.
my first album was called 60 Trips Around the Sun that I released for my 60th birthday. Um,
Awesome. Ah, love
yeah,
it.
Appropriately so, right?
yeah,
Yes,
yeah, better late than never, right? I
absolutely.
spent my whole life playing music and doing covers and all this other stuff, and I said to myself, you know what? I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to do what's inside of me and bring it out and let it land wherever it lands, and
That's
it
it.
never look back.
The world
Awesome.
needs your unique flavor of magic. So
There you go.
grateful that you
There you
did
go.
that. Fabulous. Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
that was your first, the 60, what was it? 60
60 trips around the
trips
sun.
around the sun. And the latest is the third degree.
Correct.
That's the latest one. Tell us about what's coming up next. I mean, you were at Witches Fest. I know you have band members that were out doing other things, but now what's coming up for the rest of the year? What's coming up for 2025? What's on the agenda?
So right before Witches Fest, I was on tour in England for a couple of gigs.
Yes.
So we were there in June, towards the end of June, and we did Witches.
Fabulous.
Yeah, it was great. It was
Awesome.
really incredible. That talking about magic. That was
Yeah,
Yes.
Europe is great to do. It always feels like really good trip to do.
it really was incredible.
That's
And
nice.
then we have a festival up in Erie County in August. We're playing
Okay.
locally in Huntington, New York, also before that. But we have this large festival, 35,000 to 50,000 people at
Wow,
the Erie
nice.
County Fair. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. We just
Oh,
got. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. What's the name of the festival? Do you
It's called the
remember?
Erie County Festival.
Oh,
It's in
Erie
nice.
County Festival.
yeah, it's in Hamburg, New York, which is just outside of Buffalo.
Okay,
Excellent.
sounds good.
So that should be a big crowd. We just got hired to do the Warwick Apple Fest in October. Um,
Yes.
and in the meantime, we're going to be doing some recording, and I already have probably 15 songs for another album, and then I just wrote another 2 or 3 songs the other night. So it just keeps coming.
That's
So
great. That's great.
Fabulous.
Sounds like you've found your muse.
yeah,
That's awesome. That's awesome.
No,
Okay.
that is excellent. No,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
happy to hear that. And Warwick is not, that's an area I go apple picking, so I may see you this
oh,
fall. I have
okay,
to look for you. Yep,
yeah, I think it's October
absolutely.
6th.
Okay.
October
All right.
6th. Excellent.
Okay. So, how can people purchase your music?
They can download it from Spotify, Apple Music. Um, it's on YouTube. It's really on all the streaming platforms.
Okay. Awesome. That's
Awesome.
great.
And where can people find you? Where should they look for you? Social
My
do you have socials?
Yeah, I'm on all the social media platforms. If you just type in Emmett Hughes or Emmett Hughes Music or Emmett Hughes Band, it should come up. And also, I have a website, of course, ehughesmusic.com. So I have
Okay.
videos on there, photos, music. Um,
Awesome.
Excellent. Yeah, I
Awesome.
think I saw a little bit of a video from when you were on tour in England just
uh-huh.
recently. I saw that on your page. Yeah, that's awesome. That was exciting. So I'm excited for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can I just tell you a quick story about that? Because it really was
Yes.
incredible. So my mother grew up in
Yes.
England, and her father, my grandfather, had an orchestra, a big
Oh
band,
wow.
like
Mhm.
like Benny Goodman or something like that. And he played
Yes.
piano, and he played every weekend in London with his band. And in fact, he died at the piano playing at a gig.
Oh
Um,
Oh,
my goodness.
he had a
wow.
stroke and then fell over and hit his head and died.
Oh,
Um,
wow. Okay.
Wow.
so it's always been a dream of mine to go back to England and to do
Yes.
some gigs there. So the night before we went to the last gig, which was out in the middle of pretty much nowhere. It wasn't a place that people generally would go. There's no castles or there's no Roman ruins or anything like that. It's just sort of like a little village somewhere. And we had
Yeah.
a pub. We were in a pub. We're unloading the equipment, and my nephew goes to the University of Buffalo, and a bus pulls up, and 37 students from the University of Buffalo and 2 professors walk off the stage. And I had said a prayer to my mother and my grandfather the night before to please make this a special night.
Wow.
And
Oh my
they
goodness.
came in and they packed the place out and they were singing my songs. It was just, it really was magical. It was
That's
incredible.
nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
it
Wow.
was.
That is amazing.
That is
Yeah,
tribute,
so if
tribute,
you
tribute.
see
That is awesome.
Yeah, so if you see the videos from England, a lot of them are, people are actually singing the songs back to you, and they've never heard the songs. That's what was amazing. Like, I'm singing the song and they're
That
singing
is
it back to me. I was
incredible.
like, how is this happening?
Magic, magic,
Man,
magic, right?
that's
Yeah,
right. That is
All right.
fabulous. That is
All right.
awesome.
So,
Loved it.
so
Thank you so much for sharing
thank you
that.
so much for being on the show with us tonight. It's such a pleasure. And it was a pleasure, even though I briefly saw you at Witches Fest, because I was, like I said, I was trying to hold it together there. So
yeah,
it was wonderful to have you. Hope
yeah.
to see
Thank you
you in the
so much,
future.
and thank you. Yeah, hopefully we'll work together again.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies.
Thank
Thank you
you. Quite
so
welcome.
much,
Have a
Emmett.
wonderful night.
Okay.
And
Yes.
now,
All right. Take
yes,
care.
have a wonderful night. And now a little preview of the other offerings here at Magical Witchy World TV.
All right. So it is astrology time, and we are continuing with the July 2024 monthly horoscope for each zodiac sign. So last week we started with Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. And tonight we are going to be doing Leo, Virgo, and Scorpio. So let me begin with Leo. Leo, your monthly
Yes, please.
affirmation. That's you? Is that you said,
No, no,
Rhonda?
no, no, that's not me. No,
Oh,
I was like, "Yes, please." Like my Leos. I love my Leos.
I reconnect
Scorpio, I'm a
with my
Taylor.
true self whenever I feel lost. Again, I'll repeat. I reconnect with my true self whenever I feel lost. Your birthday season is fast approaching, Leos. Okay? And one of the things, whoops, hold on 1 second. So while Cancer season may be bringing a slower and sleepier vibe, your Leo horoscope for July 2024 is building up to plenty of exciting moments for all of you all. You got an instant mental energy boost on July 2nd when chatty planet Mercury entered your sign. You're generating lots of ideas and you've got plenty to say about them. So speak up, okay? Don't hide that self. That's not a Leo thing. Speak up. The new moon on July 5th was a spiritual and nostalgic one for you, perfect for spending some time alone to reflect on things and get in tune with your heart. Then a few days later, Mercury in your sign vibes out with lucky Jupiter, flooding you with all sorts of exciting visions for the future. And as you approach the mid month, your aura got a magnetic makeover thanks to beautifying planet Venus entering your sign on July 11th. Whether it's your birthday or not is irrelevant as you can surely attract whatever is in you, whatever you desire. The full moon coming up on July 21st is the perfect time to clear clutter from your schedule and ditch any bad habits to make room for growth because Leo season starts the very next day. So it's time to party through the end of the month. The sun in your sign is aspecting intense Pluto energies, motivating Mars and the North Node of Destiny. So try to find a balance between taking action toward your higher path and surrendering to the universe's plans. So take
Right
it easy.
on.
Okay.
Yay, Leo. On to Virgo. Ah, Virgo, your monthly affirmation. I am an endless source of positive change for the world. Okay, Virgo, I am an endless source of positive change for the world. Cancer
Awesome.
season has you craving social connections and collaboration, but your Virgo horoscope for July 2024 promises plenty of action in the realms of career, romance, and spirituality too. The latter gets a boost almost immediately, or it got a boost almost immediately as ruling planet Mercury hit your introspective 12th house back on July 2nd. Your intuition is your superpower. And over the next few weeks, it certainly came in handy under the mystical vibes of that new moon that we had on July 5th. So, the idea was to do something worthwhile for your community now or be a little vulnerable and reignite the friend group chat so you can coordinate some plans. You may have felt an urge to make an unexpected move or shift your way of thinking this time of the month, mid-month. So go with it. Change can be a good thing and you're more open-minded than people give you credit for. Once motivating Mars hits your career sector on the 20th, so like tomorrow, it's go time when it comes to professional goals and work projects. Go after what you want and use this energy boost to get ahead. Inspiration is flowing now too, and the full moon the following day, so this coming Sunday, is helpful for making productive progress toward any passion projects, including romantic prospects. The month wraps up with chatty Mercury coming home to your sign on July 25th, meaning clear thinking reigns supreme. So use your sharp as attack mental energy to make some foolproof summer plans.
All right. That was excellent.
Yes.
Libra, your monthly affirmation is I am aligned with opportunities that bring me the most success. That is so wonderful. So I'll
Yes.
repeat it again. I'm aligned with opportunities that bring me the most success. And Cancer season has you pouring your heart into your work life. But your Libra Hope horoscope for July 2024 promises plenty of time for you to put your social butterfly wings back on as well. And you immediately feel like fluttering about to make some parties or community events when chatty Mercury hit your friendship zone on July 2nd. So then the new moon on July 5th also shifted your focus back to career matters, giving you a chance to make some meaningful moves or kick off a personal or special project. Then a week later, your cosmic ruler Venus joined Mercury in your collaborated oriented 11th house. So it was a great time to network or bring new friend groups together.
Mm,
Professional goals have been dominating much of your time the past month, but the full moon on July 21st puts you back in touch with your responsibilities at home, giving you a chance to take care of any lingering business. Celebrate the fun and feisty energy of Leo season the following day by going out with your crew and having some fun on the town. There's a fateful and magical energy in the air at the end of the month, so you might have some special connections if you put yourself out there. Okay,
right
so
on.
I don't do it out there, girl.
That's right
Okay.
on Libra. On to Scorpio. So here's where I come in. Scorpio,
Oh,
monthly
that's you?
affirmation. That's me, Scorpio. Every time I try something new, I am embarking on an adventure. Again, every time I try something new, all you Scorpios, I am embarking on an adventure. I love that. Your Scorpio horoscope for July 2024 is opening up your heart and mind to new adventures, giving you a chance to breathe life into your summer goals and beyond. Professional plans begin to click into place when mental planet Mercury hit the career sector back on July 2nd, and that brought more connection, communication, and ideas at work. Then that new moon that we had put us in touch, or put you in touch, Scorpio, with your higher minded interests, which made it a fabulous time to sign up for a class or grab a book from the library to expand your knowledge on something. Brace for sudden twists and turns in relationships mid month as your ruling planet Mars is joining forces with unpredictable Uranus in your partnership zone. You may feel like making an impulsive decision to change a dynamic with someone, and that could be a good idea, but do it with care. Do it with care. By July 20th, which is tomorrow again, motivating Mars starts pushing you to start setting stronger boundaries and cut off situations that are draining your energy. The full moon the following day rises alongside a special aspect between Mars and your cosmic co ruler Pluto. So be ready to take action on whatever emotional truths come bubbling up to the surface. And once Leo season starts on the 22nd, your work life will take center stage. So step up your confidence game and be ready to steal the spotlight. It's truly who you are. Yeah. All right, Scorpio.
Awesome,
I see I
awesome.
have assignments. I have work. I have things to do. That's okay. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. So, yes. So now we have to do what? We have to pull a card.
Tarot. All right. So, Rhonda, what do we? I'm pulling on you now, right? For
That's
this
good.
day.
That's okay. I'm good
so,
with it.
so what do
So
you think? What do you think we're pulling cards for today?
I think right now, since we are heading into this full moon season, this full moon coming up on Sunday,
On the
early in
21st.
the morning, East Coast time, on the 21st, right? That we should be really looking at what is that thing that we really want to put a fine point on? What is it that we really want to see manifest? What do we really need to focus on so that we can have this thing manifest? So we're going to pull a card to say, what do I need to focus on so I can manifest my goals for the month? What do I really
Okay.
need to focus on so I can manifest my goals for the month?
Okay.
And
So what have you got?
oh, I have the 2 of cups.
Okay. All right.
Y'all, you can't make this stuff up because what did we say about Scorpio? What did we say about Scorpio? It said, brace for sudden twists and turns in relationships mid-month. That's the 2 of cups. People think the lover's card is about the love relationship. It's not so much about that. This is the love relationship, the 2 of cups. Real people in the real world exchanging that loving cup. So in any case, yeah, twists and turns in relationships as your ruling planet Mars is joining forces with unpredictable Uranus in your partnership zone. So clearly, what I need to be focusing on this right now in order to accomplish my goals this month is really looking at my relationships. And I'm not saying just the lovers' relationships. I have a partner, but not just with him, but also all relationships. My kids just celebrated their birthday. I have twins and they just celebrated birthday. So all those loving relationships in my world are helping me to achieve some of those particular goals that I have in mind for this month. And that does make sense for me thinking about the goals that I do have for this month.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
I have the Queen of Swords.
Ooh, look at you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I see that this is honestly, I'm not sure which sign it represents, but to me, I see um, someone who is not necessarily warrior mode, but they're very
Mhm.
intelligent. Like
Mhm.
she put her back to the ocean, so no one can come up from behind her just like that. Okay,
Nope.
and she's high on a cliff, and she
Yes.
has her back there, and she's ready facing you, but she's very deceptive. She's like, "Don't I look motherly? And don't I look like if I am not someone who?" That you think that you can intimidate or whatever. You can come at me and approach me. I'm so approachable looking, but she's ready with the sword. She's
Yes.
ready with everything else. And she's like, sleight of hand, deflect of this, whatever it is. And it reminds me of someone who will set the stage for certain things, put their back to it, and then wait for anybody to come. Good or bad, she's got it handled.
She's
And,
got
and
it
ready.
handled.
She's ready for it. She's ready, and she's putting herself saying, I will do my own protecting. If anyone wants to protect me, that's great. But I've got myself set for my own protection and my own everything of facing things. And she's ready to face just about anything coming at her.
Yeah.
So I
That's
think
that.
this is what I see, and I'm like, and she's happy doing it too. She's
Yeah.
happy. She sees a lot of good things ahead of her, but at the same time, she's saying, "Okay, I got you. I've got my own back, and I'm waiting for you guys, good or bad, and whatever it is, it's coming. It's all good."
Right
Awesome,
on. She
awesome.
is a formidable queen.
Yeah,
She really is.
yeah,
So
she is
I
right.
get that.
I'm just
Yes.
sitting there. I'm like, wow, she's ready.
She's ready. She is ready.
Yeah.
Not to be trifled with that queen.
No, no, no,
Not
no.
at all.
Absolutely not.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
this is the end of the show tonight, and we will see you guys back next week, Friday at 10 p.m., with our next guest. And
Yes.
we wanted to say thank you all for being in the chat and for being on the show and for being there all the time with us. And we
Yes.
wish to have you.
Like, subscribe, and please share.
Yes,
Share the stories. We
yes, yes,
love
yes.
to hear from you also. So please do share topics that you'd like us to discuss, panels that you'd like us to bring back on. We'd love to hear from you. So definitely get in touch and let us know.
All righty. Have a wonderful night, everyone, and see you next week. And happy full moon coming up.
Happy full moon. Have a great week, everyone.
Bye.